Going to be a really short video, kind of an end of week video, but something that I've been watching really closely is not only the Bitcoin price here, which is going to close inside the Gaussian channel. In the past, when it's closed inside the Gaussian channel on a weekly, it marks an end of some kind. Here it was the end of, we went from January to June of going up in 2019, went in the Gaussian November 2019 and didn't come out until July 2020. So 7-8 months. Here again went in December 2021, didn't come out until, wow, well, let's just count it there, right? June 2023. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So you see, and that's end of cycle stuff. This isn't the end of the cycle here. It was just fake out and a COVID and then a pump. But Bitcoin's been really, really nice to us for 3 years. If you're playing the cycle like I am, FTX crash was in November 2022. That was the bottom when max fear, everybody was calling for 9,000 or whatever. Me and my friends got in at 17, 16, 18, 15. We can never really find the bottom. So we're just buying, this blood, and everybody's calling for lower, and that's usually the bottom. Everybody's calling for 400K. That's usually the top. Nobody knows when a top is, but I am a big, big cycle theorist. So I follow the cycle first and foremost. So 90% of my actions are around the cycle. And what is the cycle? The cycle is a 4-year cycle based on the halving that puts in 1 really bad year and 3 good years. According to the cycle, we are coming to the end of those 3 good years, in my opinion, unless we come out of this Gaussian channel in 12 hours, right? And everything lines up time horizon wise. So if it looks like a cat and smells like a cat and acts like a cat, it's probably a feline. It's probably a cat. And to prepare for this, I really want to offer people ways to take advantage of the Bitcoin decline, because people don't like to short. Because people like to buy. It's an emotional response. You buy something for it to go up. You don't sell something for it to go to zero. People don't like to do that emotionally. So we can take advantage on a short-term basis. These are all short-term ideas. What I mean is these ETFs track MicroStrategy, but they aren't a short MicroStrategy. What I mean is when Bitcoin goes down, it will go up. I bought this right around here, but it won't go up 1 for 1 or even 2 to 1 because it's sort of a derivative. So I'm not going to get into the specifics, but you don't hold this for the long term. You buy on a Bitcoin pump because that will pull back. There's a Bitcoin pump right there that it pulled back. And then if you think it's the end of the cycle, you trade it for a few months and then you dump it. I sold a little bit into that pump just to take some profits, okay? And another chart and another stock I'm bearish on is Netflix, and you see how bullish this chart is, right? It's just plateaued here, and Netflix is starting to underperform. So I'm gonna hold this for a while and see if we can't get out at like 25 bucks for a 100% gain. So that's really what I'm looking at going into Monday, going into next week. I really do think that the cycle's coming to an end. It makes the most sense, December 2017, November 2021, October, and then that huge dump, that huge liquidation dump, like the biggest ever by a factor of 9x. That was like the end of me. I'm like thinking to myself, that's probably the end. It's probably the end because it's a huge volume dump. Everybody's getting smashed. Everybody's losing their life savings, they said, on crypto Twitter. And sure enough, a few weeks later, we only had to wait 4 weeks. We dump into the Gaussian channel. Now I'm looking for that switch. I was bullish the entire cycle because I'm a cycle theorist. And now I'm looking for the switch. I'm looking to play the downside for a year. And I don't really want to short Bitcoin. I still own some Bitcoin. I don't really want to short it. I want to give the viewers and the channel something of a value creation tool where you can you can Google this stuff. You can use AI. AI find me a Netflix inverse ETF. You can say that, and Grok or ChatGPT will find that for you. This ticker is NFXS, and I think it's a buy now. I mean, financial advice, right? Fuck it. I think it's a buy. If they keep missing earnings, NFXS is gonna go higher, and Netflix is gonna go lower. So this is the macro ghost in under 6 minutes. I hope it's been under 6 minutes. I don't think so. But the best TA, the best FA on the internet in under 6 minutes. Like, subscribe, comment, follow the channel, turn the notifications on. You're not going to want to miss me. I got a lot to say. I got a lot of history behind my name. So hope to see you soon.